Hey, good Tuesday morning to you. It's a little early here in Honduras, but I wanted to share with you Acts chapter 5. Been a good couple of days already. Got much accomplished at Otuda yesterday, and we'll go back and work again today. I want to read to you Acts chapter 5 as I think about our commitment to the Lord. It begins and reads, "But a certain man named Ananias with Sapphira, his wife, sold possession. And he kept back part of the proceeds, his wife also being aware of it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and keep back part of the price of the land for yourself? While it remained, was it not your own? And after it was sold, was it not in your own control? Why have you conceived this thing in your heart? You have lied not to men, but to God." Then Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and breathed his last. So great fear came upon all those who heard these things. And the young men arose and wrapped him up and carried him and buried him. Now it was about 3 hours later when his wife came in, not knowing what had happened. And Peter answered her, "Tell me, whether you sold the land for such?" She said, "Yes, for so much." Then Peter said to her, "How is it that you have agreed together to test the Spirit of the Lord? Look, the feet of those who have buried your husband are at the door, and they carry you out." Then immediately she fell down at his feet, breathed her last, and the young men came in and found her dead, and carrying her out, buried her by her husband. So great fear came upon all the church and upon all who heard these things. You know, I read this, and I've heard it preached many times. I've read it many times. But I wonder if it just really sunk in, even for you. You know, whenever I asked Jesus to save me, I gave him all of me, gave him my life, my everything. And I wonder if you might have done that when you asked him to save you. But now you've kind of agreed not to give all of your life as that living sacrifice that we read about in Romans. Maybe you have decided to hold back a part for yourself. And God says, I either have all of you or I have none of you. It's a serious thing to lie to the Holy Spirit. It's a serious thing not to be honest with God. So this day I would challenge you. Make sure that you keep that commitment to Christ, that you make that commitment and keep that commitment where you said that you would serve him, that you would read, that you would pray, that you would witness, that you would go. Be his, belong to him. My friends, this world needs to see the difference that it makes because you live out that commitment to Christ that you have. There needs to be a fear upon the church of knowing that we need to keep that commitment. It needs to be a serious thing whenever we give our lives and our all to Jesus. It needs to be a serious thing whenever we do not keep our commitment to Jesus. Understand, I'm not saying we're saved by our works or by what we do, but I am saying that the one who saved us expects us to be obedient, to take up our yoke and to follow him. I pray that you have a blessed day. I pray today that the Lord will use you in a mighty way to speak to others and encourage others. I want you to know that you're loved. I want you to know that your life matters. Many great things are going on at Westview and Paragould. I invite you to come be a part with the service of the Lord there, the ministry there. We are about being the hands and feet of Jesus each day, each time. And so just want to encourage you and let you know that you're loved. Noah's always at Westview. We're here for you. So you have a great one, and God bless.